Hi, I'm Krista Lakes, and I wanted to read to you the first couple of pages of one of my books. I kind of skipped ahead a little bit, so it's in a good part. Saltwater Kisses. It's the first in the Kisses series, but the beautiful thing about the Kisses series is that you can read any one of them in any order. Characters come and go, but they're each a standalone novel, so you can pick any one up and not feel like you're missing anything. So here's a couple of pages of my book. Oh, you can get it on Amazon.com, and here we go. Help! Somebody help! Help! A scream came from the water, high-pitched and full of fear. I jerked up, knocking the sunglasses off my face. The girl was screaming and flashing in the water. My first thought was it was a shark, but the water was still crystal clear and blue. She was struggling with a man's limp body towards shore, screaming as she battled the waves. I was up in a heartbeat and racing towards her to help. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see the solitary man running in the same direction I was headed. I crashed into the shallow waves, the first touch of the warm water surprising me. I had expected it to be cold, but it felt more like bath water. I reached the girl quickly and grabbed a hold of her boyfriend's arm to help drag him to shore. "What happened?" I shouted as we pulled his dead weight through the water. "I don't know. One minute he was under the water, and the next he was just floating there. I thought he was just playing, but oh God," she cried softly. The solitary man reached us, not even breathing hard despite the fact that he had just sprinted down the beach. Between the three of us, we maneuvered the unconscious man onto the beach, his feet still in the waves as I bent to check his pulse. I couldn't find it. I wasn't sure if I was too excited and was missing it, or if I really couldn't find one. Either way, I knew what I had to do. It was more of instinct than actual thought. I placed one hand on top of the other and began pumping his chest, humming an old Bee Gees song under my breath. The girl started screaming again, and the solitary man quickly grabbed her and took her up higher on the beach, asking her questions. I could barely hear them, like they were a faraway dream as I concentrated on making my thrusts deep and even.
"Does he have any heart conditions?"
"I don't know. Wait, yes. He said it wasn't a problem, though."
"Is he on any medications? Even stuff that wasn't prescribed?"
No. Well, he took something today. A little blue pill. It's our first vacation together, and we didn't think it would cause any harm. Oh, God, why did I let him take it?" The man underneath my fingers suddenly lurched and gasped. I quickly rolled him on his side just in time as he vomited salt water and whatever he had had for lunch all over the beach. I rocked back on my heels, suddenly lightheaded. My shoulders and back ached. I hadn't realized how hard I had been pushing. The girl was screaming again, but this time with joy as she rushed over to check on him. A uniformed man came running towards me, carrying a big red medical bag. Another man carrying an orange backboard was hot on his heels. I stood up and backed away slowly in a haze, letting the professionals take over. They spoke quickly between themselves, efficiently transferring the man onto the backboard and hooking up a blood pressure cuff and other monitoring devices. Before I had cleared my thoughts enough to understand what was going on, they were already halfway up the beach to a waiting ambulance. They passed by a confused-looking waiter with a pina colada, heading towards my empty towel on the beach. I brushed the hair out of my eyes, suddenly realizing I had lost my sunglasses. I glanced around the beach, but couldn't see them anywhere. A kernel of irritation welled up inside my chest. I realized I really liked those sunglasses. I kicked at the sand before realizing that my sunglasses weren't important. I giggled a little. I had just saved a man's life, but my issue with the day was about my missing sunglasses. People lose sunglasses all the time, but very few people randomly save a stranger on their vacation.
"That was amazing,"
a deep voice said by my shoulder. I spun around quickly to see the solitary man smiling at me. "Oh, thanks. I didn't really have time to think about it, to be honest. I just reacted," I said, a little flustered. Up close, he was really handsome, like movie star handsome. He had a white t-shirt that did nothing to hide his muscles and dark blue swim trunks that looked expensive. He ran a hand through his sandy hair, his eyes twinkling at me.
"Well, I think you saved his life. Not a bad thing to tell the folks at home about your vacation. You did really well,"
he said. His eyes were focused solely on me, like I could be the center of his world. I fidgeted with my foot in the sand, embarrassed by his praise. "Thank you. You helped. Kept his girlfriend from completely freaking out," I said quickly. I could still feel my heart pounding a million miles a minute, and I wasn't completely sure the whole thing hadn't been a crazy dream. Adventures never happened to me. I was always the one who came in 5 minutes after the excitement ended, not the person living it. Once again, everything felt surreal.
I think it was his wife. She had a big diamond on her finger, he said with a smile. I'm Jack, by the way. Jack Saunders.
Emma LaRue, I replied, and shook his outstretched hand. His skin was warm and his grip firm. I felt a strange tingle run through my fingers as we touched, like we were completing a circuit. He smiled and repeated my name, still holding onto my hand.
Emma. Well, it is very nice to meet you, Emma. Are you staying at the resort here?
He asked. I nodded and held at my other wrist with the pink bracelet. Yep. How about you?
No, I'm staying at a house on the beach a little further down, he said, jerking his head back in the direction he had come from.
He still hadn't let go of my hand, but I wasn't about to complain. I found myself wanting to touch him even more. Oh, that must be nice. The houses I saw on the way in looked really nice, I said, instantly sounding dumb in my head. Need to find a new adjective. I let myself off the hook for it, though. I was still a little shell-shocked. He sighed and let go of my hand.
I'm actually trying to escape it right now, he said, his smile gone.
It was like the sun had dipped behind a cloud when he stopped smiling. It can't be that bad, I said, hoping he would smile again.
I came with someone, and I thought we were going to have a good time, but it has been miserable. I couldn't stay in the house with her a second longer, he said with a grimace.
Girlfriend? I asked, trying to keep the disappointment out of my voice. If he were here with somebody, then I would probably never see him again. I had only known him for less than 5 minutes, but I never wanted him to leave.
Secretary. I thought maybe the old cliché would work, but it's no fun out of the office, he said.
He shook his head and shrugged. I nodded. He had a secretary. Those swim shorts probably were as expensive as they looked. So you just left her?
She's out admiring the pool boy and still hungover from last night. It hasn't been the best vacation of my life, he said. Our conversation has been the most civil one I've had all day, he said, looking directly into my eyes. That's no vacation. Vacations are supposed to be fun, you know. Maybe even save a life or something, I said coyly. I was never very good at flirting, but I didn't want him to leave. I wanted to talk to him all day. So I asked the first thing I could think of to get him to stay. You want a drink? He laughed. A drink sounded great.
So that is part of Saltwater Kisses by Krista Lakes. So I hope you'll check out the book on Amazon. There is an audiobook available, and I love the narrator, so please check it out if you like audiobooks. Please check out the book and the rest of the series, and I check back here, subscribe, because I'm going to be releasing one of these every time I have a new book. So you will get to hear the book firsthand before it's in print, before it's released. It's going to be really awesome. So please subscribe, like my channel, like the video, read the book, and thank you so much for being a reader. And I can't tell you how grateful I am. So thank you and enjoy. Saltwater Kisses.